Bro, backups in the NFL, we have seen how important they can be. Tyler Huntley is our big name right now.
Yeah, and I think a big question with, we talked about, all right, if I'm the Lions and if I'm the Texans, I'm not going and drafting a quarterback. It's not a very particularly strong quarterback class, and they don't really have anything around them coaching-wise, player-wise. But Tyler Huntley, to me, if I'm the Texans, seems
Looking
like
at
a
that.
really, really good option. He was the first player to ever have 2 rushing and passing touchdowns in a game. Lamar Jackson didn't even have that. It was the stat like that. So Tyler Huntley's been great. I mean, obviously lost to the Packers by 1 point, but Huntley really looks like not Lamar Jackson, but looks like a mobile, modern quarterback. And I think he's a guy who can improve teams like the Texans and Lions, whether it be in the short. He looks to me like a younger Tyrod Taylor.
I think it's actually
That's a good comparison.
I think
looks like
I
Tyler
think
Taylor.
not only
just in
obviously people
general.
are gonna say, oh, he's agile like Lamar Jackson. He also throws a pretty good ball. I mean, obviously maybe it could be a bit of a wobbler some of the time, but I think
Everybody throws some wobbly.
exactly. But I think at the same
even I
time,
do, and I'm
he was pretty accurate. He was able to read the field relatively well, and obviously I think he looks so good partly because again, no one really has film on him yet because he still played a very limited amount of snaps and games, but he's really impressed me so far. I think he's been very good. I think it's gonna. I don't know if he'll play again this season because we don't know whether or not Lamar will be back. And obviously, no matter what, if he is healthy, he's the future of the franchise. He's got to play.
Oh, that's not. No, we are not saying Tyler Huntley should start.
Oh no,
No,
of course
no.
not.
Just get that.
Of course
yeah.
not. No, but
And
I'm
I
saying,
don't want to get too overhyped about Huntley because he really, when we look at it, like only had one good game and they lost it. So
I mean, when he
he's
came
played.
in
He's
against the
played.
Browns, he played well.
He's played 3 full games this season. That's week 11 against the Bears. He was 26 for 36, good numbers, 219 yards, a little bit low, and a pick. That's not a great stat line. It's really not. But they won the game, 16-13. Low scoring game.
I don't know. But, I
they
mean,
won.
all 3 games he started over 70% completion percentage.
But
Pretty
then
good
the
passer
Browns,
rating,
the Browns, he
only
threw for
pick.
1 touchdown and fumbled the ball twice.
Okay.
And then
270
and they
yards.
lost. And then the Packers, they did lose, but it was a close one. I'm not going to blame this loss on him, but he threw really well. 28 for 40, 215 yards. Again,
at
the
Lambeau.
the yards numbers are a little bit low, but 2 touchdowns. Was only sacked once, so good for the offensive line against this Packers D-line, who have been okay this season. I won't say they're as good as they were last season, but 13 carries, 73 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. He played very well against the Packers. But I don't want to get too excited because we've seen with backups, one does well, 1 week he does well, and then the next he just does not do well at all. So we just don't know.
I mean, Charlie, do you think he's a guy who could start in the league?
I didn't realize he was as young as he is.
Yeah.
He's 23 years old. I think, yes, we'll have to see how the next few games pan out if he plays.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to make this another PJ Walker situation.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
like, I think
I was watching some NFL football, and PJ Walker.
he looked pretty good.
But I think Tyler Huntley has looked better than PJ Walker.
Yeah, obviously. But I
PJ Walker
think-
played in the XFL. He looked good in the XFL, which is not a football league anymore. That shows you how good he played.
I mean, Tua, get ready, man.
But I think Huntley has looked really impressive. I don't think he'll play for the Ravens ever again because they have Lamar Jackson. But I could see a team like the Texans at least taking the risk on him.
Lions also.
The Lions as well. Yeah.
Teams that maybe want to give him some kind
Yeah.
of like competition, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
That's basically. I think that's what
Yeah.
I'd say. I say he has a chance. I think what will happen is that he will kind of go to a place where, not that he'll start, but he'll at least push for a starting job. He'll go to a team that maybe has a bit of uncertainty at quarterback. Like,
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Again, like maybe
Titans, maybe?
Titan. I mean, that's
I think it's
actually
close.
That's an
That
interesting
look
one.
great. Tight, yeah.
I would say before they drafted Trey Lance, the
Browns?
49ers.
Browns.
The Browns, potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know if he'd go with.
There are a
that
lot of
division.
teams you could go to. The Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Giants. The Jets.
Yeah, I'm assuring you this is probably a Gardner Minshew Taylor Heineke situation where we're overhyping
possible.
him.
It
And
is
it probably
very
won't be that. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. But I think it's gonna be one of those things where I found a PJ Walker video. Yeah. No, I think starting wise, this guy, I think he could be one. I think the end day he could be one. And I think if I'm, again, do we think the Texans and Lions have good franchises? Maybe not. But if I'm a smart manager, I'm waiting for Bryce Young next year, and maybe I'm going for a Tyler Huntley this year or next year. And then, I think that would definitely be a great combination.